Hi, Line Dance family. How are you, Marquise?
What up, though? How y'all doing? What up, fam? What's going on? I'm ready.
Man, when I tell you it is pouring down like cats and dogs here in Alabama.
Yeah, you keep that
And
over there, though. Keep
look,
that
if you
over
see
there.
me jump, that's because that thunder and lightning is like right there in my window. But at any rate, my prayer is like, Lord, give us good connection for this next 45. Why are you doing that?
I just want to make sure you keep that over there. I don't need none of that energy, none of that weather, all that. Keep that all over there where you at. All right? I ain't trying to have none of that. So
Man,
listen.
what is it doing in Florida?
Oh, it's sunny. It's beautiful right now. It's beautiful. It's the best weather ever of the year. Um, Beach weather, however you want it, is going down. Yes, we love it here. So whatever you got over there, keep that over there. Though. We good.
Man, when I tell you, I just saw a lightning just come over on this other window, and I'm like, Jesus,
What?
yes. And so, back in my day, it was like when it's thundering and lightning, you sit down, you turn all the
Lights off, everything.
everything off,
Yep.
turn the
Like,
TV
whoa.
off, compute everything is shut down, and you be quiet, and they say, "What?
Yeah,
Let
you grew up
let
in the
God
hood.
do His work."
You grew up in the hood. Old school country, old
I
school
didn't
country
grow up
hood.
in the hood. What?
I'm just saying that's what the country old school folks used to do. They're like, sit down, and all these superstitions and stuff. I'm trying to break them now. I'm like, what
Well,
superstition?
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. I'm a country girl,
yep,
so
that's what it is. That sound right.
that's it. That's it to the heart. But yeah, what's up, Melva?
Mm,
Hi, and Carla, all the way from London. She done
mhm.
gave us pound. It's almost midnight there.
London
So,
guy, my London guy. I'm working on that.
oh, I'm sorry. How she do it, Marquise?
My London guy. I think that's how you say it. I'm trying to mix the, you know what I mean, with the Jamaican and the.
Yes, yes. Get it in there. She said, "Greetings from cold London."
Oh,
Hey,
London.
love it. What's up, Mark? It's been a minute.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you for tuning in, viewers. We have a
He put my
great show.
he put my whole name on there though. You know, he ain't even shorten that one. He put the whole name on there. Golly. What's up, brother?
No, but you know what? He gave me that. Let you know he cool with me.
That's what I felt like. I felt all of that. Like we ain't even meet before. Like this is our first time talking. All right, that's what's up.
That's it. That's it.
That's cool.
And yes, a shout out to Queen. Hopefully, she will be able to tune in. Please continue to pray for her as she continues to heal. We miss you so much, Queen, and we can't wait for you to come back. I know I can't wait.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
because Marquise may be hosting next week. Okay, y'all.
Whoa, whoa. Hold up, man.
But at
Whoa.
any rate, yes. Hi, Chris. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, Carla, for the prayers. And see you both. Ooh, at the UC Stars. Come on, Mark. But you know what, y'all?
What's up?
We have a show that is worth waiting for, worth seeing, and all of the above.
Hmm.
And without further ado, we are. Did I just say ado?
You did.
No.
Yeah.
We are going to bring them in. Help me welcome. Yeah, there you go. Help me welcome
Hey,
Mr. Wait a minute, do that again.
hold on, man.
Marquis.
Oops. All right. You supposed to clap with me so it don't sound as bad, though. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? If you clap with me, it don't sound too bad.
Help me welcome Mr. Chris Blues. Hi, Chris. How are you?
Hello, hello. How y'all doing?
We
Oh,
are
man.
well. We are well. Gone, Coley Cole. That's my mentor, Chris. Okay. She said that's my brother right there.
That's my sis right there, no doubt.
So, I'm really waiting to meet her for real. Okay.
You know.
Good
But
stuff. Yeah.
so tell us, who is Chris Blues?
Chris Blues. Well, Blues is actually a nickname that I picked up. I'm from North Philly, born and raised. Blues is a nickname I picked up around 13 years old. Just hanging with friends and everything around the way, dancing, rapping, singing, everybody coming up with aliases and stuff like that. So, real name is Christopher Torres Evans, for those that were wondering. But yeah, Chris Blues is the moniker, had it over 30 years now.
Wow. Look at you. Because you know what? I didn't know that. I was like, Chris Blues. I'm like, okay. All right, Mr. Blues. I like that. But it's fitting, very fitting. So what you said you rap?
Yeah, coming up, sing, rap, dance in just one show. Shout out to
Whoa.
Oh, Chris, you can sing too.
Yeah, we got some vocals in there as well. Yeah, no doubt.
What?
Yeah.
You ain't gonna hit nothing for us.
Right, give me on my Martin Jerome joint.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
We might do something in the interview. We might do something about it.
Okay, all right, yeah. Go and get your vocal cords all wet and moist, yes, and let them get marinated real good.
Yes, indeed.
So you a DJ too, right?
Yeah, been DJing over 30 years.
Wow, 13 too. You started DJing?
Yeah. My mom hooked me up with some equipment like around that 7th, 8th grade year. So like 12, 13 years old. She got tired of me messing with her stuff.
Okay. So tell us. All right, you DJ.
Mm-hmm.
What else you do?
Well, my favorite job is I'm a dad. So I'm a father of 4, and I just became a grandfather of 1. My son, my oldest son, just had a baby girl. So I'm now a grandfather.
Ooh, she gonna have him wrapped all around those fingers.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's about to be.
And congratulations on the granddaughter.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, Earl said he joins in with me and said too. Earl Miller.
Yeah, guys. He said he's a whole brand, a whole vibe. I appreciate that, Earl. That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. That's what's up.
That's it. Yes. And Pam said it too. That's my girl. That's my sister down in Florida. What's up, Pam?
Thank you.
So how do you now? I only see you. I watch you. I watch a lot of your instructionals at the. I forgot what they call it, but wherever y'all be at.
Parkside Experience.
I don't know. It's wherever you be at. That's it. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
all right.
it.
So you being real modest right about now. I'm like, come on, Chris.
I tried.
You making me pull teeth. I'm like, come on.
What you want to know? I mean, the Parkside Experience is where we originally started out as the name, and it kind of flowed into We Dancing Over Here. So you may have seen, as far as more recent years, 5 or 6 years, We Dancing Over Here. But the Parkside Experience is the original name where we were in West Philly when me and Hassan started doing instruction and weekly socials. It was like an after work party and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm here. Like whatever you want to know.
So let's talk. So what would you say that kind of got you in the position that you're in right now, as a DJ, as a choreographer? Like, what things that you did that you feel that kind of got you to where you are a little bit more established at this moment, in this place?
What got me to where I am? I mean, first time, right? I got some time in the game. I've been doing this about 11 years now. And,
okay.
I'm from a city where line dancing is like deep rooted. You know what I mean? And first learning the game from people like Shantae Lee, Bernadette Burnett, Ed Williams, Ray Boyd, Kenny J, Gloria Kincaid. I mean, I could rattle off endless names.
Mm-hmm.
This stuff here. So learning the game, understanding the history, and putting my passion to it. Like I got a real big passion for music. I got a real big passion for dancing. So it kind of just made sense. Like I stumbled on the line dance. I wasn't like invited to a party. I didn't see a group or anything. Like I had just started bartending at a place they were doing hand dancing and line dancing. And one night the DJ didn't show up. And I told the promoter, yo, I got equipment in the car and I got all the music that y'all play every week. And there it is. You know what I mean? Stumbled right into where a lot of people are there invited to an event or their friend has a class or something like that that they're going to. Like I had none of that. You know what I mean? Ed Williams, I'm not sure if you're familiar with Brooklyn Ed, but he was the main instructor on this particular Wednesday night. And, you know, just built a rapport with him, kind of learning what they're doing. But, you know, once I got my feet into it, my teeth into it, the fact that I had for music and dance, I just started creating, you know what I mean? Just trying to bring a different type of flavor to the community, right? So, you know, I'm a hip hop baby. I'm a hip hop head, right? I love soul music and R&B as well, but there's an energy with hip hop. When we infuse that into different things, you know, it shakes it up a little bit. So I would venture out to say, you know, we shook things up in Philly, which kind of branched off kind of nationally, you know, where people were like, yo, who is that? Right? So in line dancing, somebody make a dance, first thing people want to know is who made that dance.
Right.
And where they from. Right. So now the interest is generated, you know, I guess me just being me, right?
Okay. And who did you see? Like, who was it? What male was there? A male figure for you that you saw that inspired you to start doing dancing? Because you started creating before you started teaching, or how was it? Like, which one came first for you? Let me ask that.
It was kind of simultaneous. You know, the fact that my first influence was Ed Williams, right? So within line dance, he would be considered a legend, an icon, right? So, you know, his energy as far as dance is concerned is contagious, right? So, you know, he immediately, when he noticed I could dance, there was a connection there, like, you know, what can you do with this, right? So in dealing with Ed told me early on, because he saw me DJ like freestyle parties and open format parties. That's like people just partying. And he's like, yo, once you understand the line dance community, you know, you're gonna do your thing here. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I kind of took that and was like, yeah, let's get it. But Ed is my first influence. I'm not gonna say like he influenced me to create, right?
Okay.
I think that was already there from dancing since I was a youngin'. But you know, the instruction and choreography developed making dances was all around the same time. Because whatever they were doing on Wednesdays, I was learning.
Okay.
And then it was like, okay, it kind of morphed into just becoming part of the evening since I started DJing for the evening. So it was just a natural progression. Like, you know, yo, I learned to dance this week. Let me teach that thing. And, you know, Ed was like, all right, bet, go ahead.
So you went from bartending to DJing.
Yeah.
And I mean, you just choreograph things, and it's like, well, hey, I got a song for you. How about I got a dance for you this week?
Right. That's exactly how it went. My first dance was as easy though. And I was just like, yo, I made a dance up to the Jay-Z record. And Ed was mad encouraging. He's just like, yo, let's see it. Right. That's all it takes is for the instructor to be like, well, let's see it. And then we just rocked out. You know what I mean?
Wow. So what was the first dance that you created?
It's easy though.
It's easy.
It's easy though. It's easy.
Okay.
That was actually like a play. It's like a play on the instructor in class, right? So anybody who's an instructor, you know that when you're about to teach your class something, they're like, well, what does it look like? What is it this? And you know, as an instructor, I'm sure every instructor said it's easy though. Like, trust me. You know what I mean?
You got a dance for that? You got a dance made up for Trust Me?
Actually, Bernadette has a dance for Trust Me.
Yes, she does.
Okay.
All right. So, hey, check this out. And I know we rapped a bit about it. I was telling you that I was getting involved into this whole DJ, and at the time, I still wasn't really taking it too much seriously. But yeah, I think we did our first party last week, and I can honestly say there is more to it than what it appears from observation. Because I talked to a few people, and they'd be like, "Hey man, just make a playlist and just let it play. That's it. Just let it play." So I guess the question probably, and that's funny to me because I'm really big on what the energy is in the room, what the atmosphere, what the people looking like. Like I'm very observant, watching everything intentionally because I need to know how things flowing. You know what I'm saying? Even when as an instructor, you like, okay, I just taught them something that's really complicated. The worst thing I can do is bring something else really complicated to my particular class. You know what I mean? Because they're not mentally prepared. They probably need a break, blah, 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 all that other stuff. So what is it that we, from your perspective and your expertise as a DJ, what is it that you feel that we, as the people who's coming to these parties and clubs and stuff like that, what would you like us to understand when it comes to in your room, in your space? I would say.
What do for anybody coming to a party? I mean, all I can say is, if I'm DJing the event, so let me speak for myself. I don't want to speak for other DJs, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're coming to a party that I'm DJing, I just want you to come into the party with the energy to just want to have a good time, right? So, in the space that we're in, we have a lot of instructors, we have a lot of choreographers, and some of them coming to the party with a sense of entitlement, right?
Okay.
And I think that that may bring a certain energy that you don't want in the room. Because if everybody's coming in the room to dance, then everybody has their favorite dances. Even I have favorite dances, but I'm okay if those dances don't get played, right?
Right.
I'm here to experience whatever this promoter or DJ has to offer, right? So, the mentality that as a dancer, the mentality that I walk in with is, let's have it, let's get it. Whatever's on the table, I'm with it. So I would implore or encourage dancers that come into a party that I'm DJing, come in with that mindset, like I'm ready to have a good time.
So with that being said, let's just say me, not a traveler, I'm local, and I'm coming to your party, come stepping out. Like, how do I prepare myself to learn the dances that y'all teach? Because I don't travel, so most of the dances I learn is pretty much local. Like, how do groups? Because I've heard groups come to a party and feel like they didn't get a chance to dance, and this, that, and the other. And it's like, as the host, like, who do you blame in that situation? Who's held responsible in that situation? Like, what's a preparation for an individual like that?
Right. So I think one of the words I always try to get away from in any situation is who's to blame, right? So
Right.
I don't think anyone's to blame. I think the levels that you climb in dance. So everybody, I tell people all the time, people that have been dancing that would consider themselves veterans, they dance when they want to, right? New folks, they have a certain kind of energy. They just want to be on the floor all day, all night, right? So, as adults, you gotta pick what event is going to fit you for whatever level you're on or however long you've been dancing, right? So there's events for everybody. So speaking for myself, my event, I have a dancer's event. Now that doesn't mean that someone who's a novice can't come to my event. It's just saying if you're going to step into this realm of this type of intensity, right? You gotta be ready for it. So the thing is that there's videos all over the place. We all see the same things.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you can get a broad enough base to travel to a specific area if you do your research.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can get a broad enough base, but I don't know if there's somebody that's going to dance all night long. Like years ago, I broke the math down. If you got a 5-hour party, let's do a real quick math class. You got a 5-hour party, you might get about 15 records in every hour because it's about 4 minutes a record, right? So it's 4 times 15. Do the math, get about 15 dances an hour times 5. You probably come up to about 70, 75 dances. You got remixes and stuff. Some get a little longer, so it might be like 65 to 70 dances. If there's 65 to 70 dances played, and let's say you know half of those, but you choose not to dance to 10 of those.
Okay.
So you already cut yourself off on the amount of dances that you're going to do because you just didn't feel like doing them, or you've done them enough, but they're dances that you know. There's still a lot of dancing. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So sometimes people, when they're leaving that event, sometimes, you know, you got to look in the mirror and say, you know, did I actually come in the door willing to have a good time? Because there were dances that were played that I knew. I just didn't feel like doing them.
That's good. That's good.
Okay. And even with some of the viewers, as Regina just said, do your research of the host dances and try to find out from that aspect. And then even Earl, he was like, just go in, as Chris been saying. What's your motive? Are you coming here to dance? Just come in, have fun.
Right.
Because in my opinion, when we show up like we do, it's like a family reunion. Man,
Right.
so the event I come to and I see Chris, I'm gonna be like, Chris, he gonna be looking like, hey, you know, but it's like a family reunion. So
it's definitely a family reunion. It's definitely a family reunion. When you come into the room with that vibe, like you're speaking of, like that energy you just used, you know, even though outside of DJing, I'm an extrovert. I'm all over the place. I'm loud and boisterous, right? Trying to energize the room.
Right.
Side of that, I'm an introvert, right? So if somebody's like, "Yo, Chris," I might be like, "Hey, what's going on?" I bring it down because you know, let's you know, get here,
right.
and then it maybe can go there. But you know,
I got that. I think I got that same experience. I first met you and Nicole. It was in the same day at the UC, and it was like, yo, he's like, you.
It's nothing personal. It's definitely.
I was like, that's cold. It's cold. It's all good. It's cold in here. But no, but you know, one thing I think you said that I never forgot, and I even ran it past Nicole too, and she kind of confirmed it as well, was that, you know, besides the fact that you're an introvert, is also where you're from. That's not a normal greeting. Oh, you're not used to. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it was like that's not what we do where we from. Like in the South, we like, yo, what up? What up, bro? And it's no suspect of this brother is a suspect. He about to do something crazy, this, that, and the other. But like up north, it's like totally different. Seem like.
Right. So yeah, no, I would agree with that. Where I'm from, I don't know, it's not as warm as the South, right? That's why the South has the reputation that it has. But at the same time, it's also a personality character trait, right? So not that I'm uncomfortable when someone meets me and acts like they know me. I'm just, let's start on the same level, right? So if you know my name and I don't know your name, I want to know your name first, right? So you like, Chris, what's up? I'm like, hey, I'm Chris. Now we might be able to get to where your initial energy was, but let's just, you know what I'm saying?
It don't happen in the same day, Chris. I just want to let you know that initial energy probably come like months and months later before we get to that same level. I just want to let you know that.
Listen, because the reality of it is like how many somebody I see weekly, you know, in a year's time, I'm gonna see them 52 times, right? Somebody I see at national events, I might see them 4, 5 times a year.
Chris, we still ain't there yet. We ain't even there yet, Chris. I seen you numerous of times. We still ain't there yet. Let me know when we gonna get there, though, bro.
But you know, hey Chris, are you shy?
That's
I don't know if I would categorize myself as shy, but
I'm taking you away from behind the what your system, the DJ, not as a you know, remove you from that arena.
right.
Okay,
And
so
well, yeah, if I'm outside of that, like I said, I wouldn't say I'm shy because I don't like curl away or like, just try to eliminate myself from the room. It's just that it's a yeah, it's just a me thing. I don't know if it's a cautious thing or anything like that, but I'm cordial. So it's not like if somebody's like, "Hey, Chris, how you doing?" and I'm like, yeah, "Can you get out of here?" Right? It's not that. It's "Hey, how are you? How you doing?" and so on and so forth. So you try to feel people out, but I've heard that for years. You know what I mean? I've heard it for years. So that's why I try to tell people it's not personal. It's
right.
everybody has their, that trait that they have. Some people are, hey, and some people are, hey.
So let me ask you a question.
but you know, wait a minute, Marquise. 1 second. Okay. Hold it. That question, please. I think it's good, and I love this, and that's one of the reasons why I commend Queen Sheila for this platform. There is a verse of scripture that talked about, like husbands deal with your wives according to knowledge. And I've kind of like taken that and tried to apply it over my life, my relationships with people. So now when I see Chris, I know not to come be like, "What's up, Chris? Hi," all excited. I now know to come to him and say, "Hi, Chris. My name is Zandra. How are you doing?" And go from there because now he will be more welcoming. And I already see he seemed to be a very laid back person. So, and he's sharing with us when I'm a DJ, I'm in a whole nother realm. Okay. I'm a whole different person. That's because he's up in front of people and he's gonna look, he ain't gonna be crazy. Look, he's not gonna look crazy. He's gonna do what he gotta do to do the job.
So what you
So
gonna do? What you gonna do when you run into Nicole though?
oh man, I'm just so I'm gonna jump on me like,
Right.
That's
oh Lord,
understandable.
yes, but this is really good, and I like how he said, "Don't take it personal," and
Right.
even like the viewers that are looking or watching. So Marquis, don't take it personal, okay? It's been 2 years. When you see Chris next time at the UC,
Too late.
he's gonna give you this right here. Oh, what's up?
Nah, man, we passed that. Nah, we passed that. Man, that was at the first when we first met. We passed that, man. Yeah, man, we better hug it up or something after COVID. So hey, help me understand this, man. I mean, being a DJ and everything else, and you playing the music, and I know a lot of the community oftentimes can be pretty structured and traditional on how things or how everything is expected. But sometimes you tend to blend and throw mixes into tracks and this, that, and the other. First of all, how did that go over when it came with the people? Like, they ain't check you and all that other stuff. Because I know sometimes people be getting uncomfortable with that type of when stuff like that happen. Like, how did that work for you as a DJ?
Right. So, well, first it came about because that's just part of DJ culture, right?
Thanks.
Trying to create different, a different energy in the room with what's played and stuff like that. So Parkside, when we were dancing on Wednesdays, a lot of people, we created a pretty good following from the instructional videos, and at one time, Happy Feet was going live, when people really started first going live through Restream, not Restream, but what was the one before? It was like some streaming service, and they would see how we were partying on Wednesdays. So a lot of people, I used to say Apollo, Parkside was like the Apollo, right? So we are so deep rooted in Philly and dance. We would have people come out that were dancing for years. You know what I mean? So when we first started with the mixing, at first people were like, well, what's that? What's going on? Right. But I think with them being dancers and they were able to continue to dance, even with the mixing and the blending, they were like, yeah, that's what's up. You know what I mean? Like it gave the dance another energy. You know what I mean? So then we became accustomed to it in Philly. And then as I started doing, national parties and stuff like that, they began to, it became the norm, especially if I'm on the mix, anything can happen. You know what I'm saying? So when the mix started coming in, it became less and less where people were leaving the floor because they thought something different, where they stayed on the floor because they were like, let's see what's being played with this dance.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, that's just me taking a risk, me taking a chance, and, seeing how it's going to pan out. You know what I mean?
Got you. Because I know they're, oh, whoa, what you doing? What up going on now? Hold on now. And they'll come for you, boy. It's like it's blasphemy sometimes when you play around like that. But I was just curious how that helped. I mean, were you able to introduce it and keep it flowing? And I guess now you kind of set a tone where it's already expected when it comes to you.
Right. So, I'm a risk taking man. Like I like to shake it up. You know what I mean? So, a lot of people you can make a playlist and play your playlist. Shout out to that.
Right.
People could just hit the buttons on the controller. Shout out to that.
Right.
Then there's people who come up in the DJ culture where that's what I wanted to influence the community with, right? So, DJing is an art. You know what I'm saying? Setting a tone in the room is a skill. You know what I mean? Understanding music that goes with this music to take people on a journey throughout the party, that's a skill, man. Like you got to be into it. You know what I'm saying? So bringing the DJ culture into the community, that's my niche, right?
Yeah.
So when people know I'm on the wheels, they're like, we got a DJ in the building. Not to knock anybody else that's doing their thing. Yo, do your thing. But when I step in there, the DJ in front of my name means something to me for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? So, when they hire me or they want to come to my event or this or that, like, I take pride in creating a certain energy in the room. So when people leave, that's why we call it the Parkside experience. Experience. You know what I'm saying? You leave that room like, yo, that was a hell of a party.
Right.
Man.
Right.
That's good. Do you have a class?
Yeah, I do have a class. We still teach every Wednesday. I also have a Tuesday class, place called Longcrest Rec Center. And, we just picked up another place where we'll be doing a Saturday class again. So we'll be teaching 3 times a week again.
Okay. So has this new variant obviously hasn't affected you, I'm assuming.
I mean, it has. Yeah. I mean, COVID overall. But the new variant, yeah. Understandably, people are apprehensive. You know what I mean? And, you got to be sensitive to that or empathetic to that. You know what I'm saying? It's not what it was 2 years ago. 2 years ago, you could almost expect like these many people are coming out. Now it's like, you got to respect, if anyone's apprehensive, yo, take care of yourself first. You know what I mean? Like, but it affects attendance. It affects buzz and energy for certain events. You know what I mean? Because, you always have someone who's going to say, what if this happens? Or what if that happens? Because of the climate, right? So, even at, in class, like, so when I started my Tuesday class, it was packed, right? So even as someone, you want to take care of the people. So it's like, how do I dwindle this down so the students are comfortable, right? Because they want to be in class, but they don't want to be uncomfortable with it being packed. You know what I'm saying? So,
So how do you handle that at Parkside?
we don't advertise like we used to. So we bring it down, and where every now and then you're looking for new energy because new people bring new energy. Right now, because of the climate, you're okay with who's around right now. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? So I'm not putting things out there where it's like, hey, come check out what we're doing, come see what we're doing, because we already got a pretty good following. So it's just like, you know what? Let's just nurture this, keep the people that are coming feeling comfortable and safe, and then hopefully, prayerfully, as things open up and get better, we'll look for that new energy. Every now and then, you need that new energy to come in and mix in with the more seasoned dancers. Veterans and seasoned dancers, they love new energy coming in the building. You know what I mean?
Yes, because that would be me, Marquise. I would be.
Oh, you the
I
vet?
would be that
You
new
the vet?
energy.
Okay.
I love it. So, Chris, now you say maybe people have fallen away, but haven't you just? Didn't you just have a big event?
I did.
New Year's.
Maybe in another country, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we took about close to 400 people to the Dominican Republic, Punta Cana.
Did you hear that, Marquise?
I
People
heard it.
have
I saw
fallen
it.
away, but he put something out. Was it? Let me see. What was the event? Was it your?
Parkside. We dancing over here event.
Yeah, so that Punta Cana was our 10-year anniversary for the Parkside. So it's we dancing over here presented Parkside Experience 10th anniversary in Dominican Republic.
Wow. And he's talking about they didn't fall off then, did they?
Nah, nah.
They're
Anything
waiting for that.
fall off. Anything, right.
That's good. So how was your New Year event? And
New
Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you as well. New Year was modest attendance, so we didn't sell the venue out, so we sold about 100 tickets. Right, that 100 tickets would have been nice, right?
Okay.
It was the venue that we were in, but because of the launch of not the launch of it, because of the variant causing numbers to go up, we had about half of the people, canceled, and understandably so. So, but we still had a good time for the people that decided to come out and, practice safety first. They came out and we still had a good time. We missed the people that weren't there, you know what I mean? But yeah, still had a good time nonetheless.
Nice. So you mentioned that you do have some favorite dances. Now, of course, I'm gonna ask you to name at least one or two, but I want the people to know when you name them, it doesn't mean that their dance is not one of your favorite. You just naming two of your favorites. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
So two of my my favorite dance, if I'm ever at your party and you feel like I'm not dancing, you can play this dance and you can guarantee that I dance at least one night. Okay? So whoever's listening, if you play this song, this dance, Chris Blues will definitely dance at least one time, and I'll be good. And my favorite dance is called Nice and Steady by Spin Dr. Otis from Detroit.
Okay.
Nice and Steady is my favorite dance.
Wow.
Yeah, all time. So Another dance that I enjoy doing, another one of my favorite dances is that'd be great. Look at Nicole, she already knew what the dance was. But another one of my favorite dances is called Buddy. Buddy by Brooklyn Ed. That was one of his early dances. I really enjoy doing that dance. I love teaching that dance as well. So Buddy by Brooklyn Ed would be another one.
So what makes Nice and Steady your favorite?
A combination of music and movement. The choreography to the music of Nice and Steady is like a perfect marriage. Like, not that there's ever a perfect marriage, but if there was a perfect marriage, then Nice and Steady would be it. Nice and Steady is, for music heads, when you listen to that come in, the bass line, the drum pattern, and stuff like that. And I don't know how quickly Otis created the dance, but I know that there was thought put into every piece of that dance. Every piece of that dance. It's an amazing dance, absolutely.
So is there like an instructional to this dance on YouTube?
Right. So that's actually been a running joke for years. I think Otis just created an instructional for Nice and Steady. If there, I think there has to be one. If anybody's in the comments that knows if Otis actually posted it, please let me know. Nicole would know, so I know she watching. She would know if Otis actually put that out there. But actually, Jermaine from Common Ground, Jermaine Matthews, there was a running joke because he had wanted to learn that dance for the longest time, and Otis would not put up an instructional. And either Otis did it or Jermaine did it, or somebody did it.
Why not Chris Blues?
Yo, I should have known that was coming. We been doing this interview thing for those. You know what? Why not? Why not? If there isn't one, there's one coming.
Oh Lord.
Got you. Now when it comes, I need a tag or something to say, hey,
no
once
doubt.
I get it, I'm gonna go learn it.
So you said you explained why this dance was a fave for you, and you mentioned like a combination of steps and music and all that stuff. If you don't mind me, can you elaborate what that means to you? Because I know you've seen quite a few dances, and can you help us define, as people who are either choreographing or even learning how to choreograph, like, what is it like that helps create a good dance, that make a dance a good dance? You know what I mean? What are you taking? What does all entail for you when you come to making a dance? What are you doing? Go ahead.
So let me preface my statement by saying that a good dance, bad dance, I wouldn't categorize anything. Anyone who's putting out a creation, I like Erica Badu said, like, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my right? So anyone who's creating, kudos to them. Now, as far as preference is concerned, what I mean by the steps and the music going together, like I said, I don't know how long he took to create the dance, but I know that there was thought put into creating to the music. So you listen to that song, there's 4 parts to the dance. And as you listen to the song, you see where he got certain moves, where he thought of that move to do to that part. Gotcha. Right? So, there's a smoothed out part where he's just sliding and stepping, right? And you can hear the music as the music came down. Then the music comes back up, and there's a part where he's, pop, 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 and you can hear it in the music, and it's like, that's why he did that. You know what I'm saying? So, if you listen to music, because some people, they're dancing, and I don't know if there's music appreciation, right?
Right.
For some people, there's music appreciation. I'm one of those people. So when I hear that track and then I see what you did to that track. Now I'm even more like, whoa, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You dig what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
it doesn't necessarily. So if somebody heard that track and all they did was cha cha up, step back, cha cha back, you know, step, and then step turn. If that's their interpretation, that's cool. But if we're using music appreciation, I might be like, they could have done a little bit more with the beats and the whatever and the melodies that's going on. If they did it, it doesn't make it a bad dance, but it does. It might make it a dance that's not for me.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
I like how you direct it more so your own personal opinion versus a judgment call of it as like the judge of it all. You know what I mean? Because I know a lot of, you know, so few, I ain't gonna say a lot, but a few people will be like, oh, that dance trash. You know what I mean?
I do hear that. I do hear that. And that's unfortunate because, that's unfortunate because anybody's creation that they're bringing to the masses, that takes courage, you know, to be able. So, you know, I don't want to discourage anybody. I'm not the be all end all. You know what I'm saying? You might have a dance that's not for me that everybody's doing.
Thanks.
You know? Now to take it back to the DJing, as a DJ, it's my job to make sure that I know that the dance that wasn't for me is for everybody. Because that makes my job easier.
Right.
I'm like, oh, this dance took off.
Right.
Let me make sure let me put that into my repertoire when I'm out here doing these parties.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? Because now I'm seeing the landscape, and I'm not naive enough to think that I could get away with not playing that because I don't like it.
Right.
That's good.
So shake a tail feather it is, huh?
Listen, if that's what we doing,
that's what we doing. Lord Jesus. So what's your thoughts? Because you know, at the end of the day, you know, everyone has they all, you know, there's people that are inspired to make dances and this, that, and the other. But then, you know, there's other people that make numerous amount of dances. They like, you know, I'm talking, they got to dance a week type stuff. You know what I mean? Like, what's your thoughts when you see stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, I would never discourage anybody from creating, right? But in the space that we're in, you got to be willing to. You got to be okay with if it didn't take off.
Okay.
Right? I don't want to say you got to have tough skin because nobody wants to be insulted, right? But you got to be willing to accept the fact that every creation you bring forth, you know, isn't the one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? If you're bringing out dances back to back, it's tough for some people because they might be getting into this one dance that you did, and you know, 3 weeks down the line, you got 3 or 4 more. You know, they're like, hey, I'm still on this one right here. So I might miss the 3 or 4 that are coming behind it because I'm enjoying this one. So I might catch the 5th one that came after this one. You know what I mean? And you just got to be willing for the people that are creating, you know, on a high level. As long as their head is in the right space and you're not mad at the community, keep doing your thing. But if you get mad at us because we're not doing it all, then you know it might be time to look in the mirror.
That makes sense.
Wow. So, Chris, what was the last dance you created?
The last dance I created was 21 Me Please.
Me Please.
21 Me Please, yes.
And
absolutely.
what was your inspiration?
I'm mad at you about it, but you go ahead and do your thing. Do your thing. Left, right, left, right. Nah, man.
Right.
Is that going to be one of the dances you showcase?
It's on the list because boy, I was mad at it. So any dance I do and it makes me mad, it's gonna make the list. That's how it works.
What's up, man? But inspiration for that, man, was 2020 was a lot, right? So a lot of people people that are younger than me, there was a term going, you know, people just saying like, you know, whatever, like if they went to the store and they were like, you know, Pepsi me please, or this or that. So like anything that you desired, you were like, you know, give that to me please. And
Right.
because of the tough times that 2020 brought, you know, you know, it's just like, man, listen, can we get to 21? Like, can you 21 me please? Like
Right.
2021 me please. Even though you don't know what's coming, like
Right.
it gotta be better than 2020, right?
Right.
So
Right.
a lot of things that came down family wise, obviously COVID, you did what I'm saying. So, you know, just like, listen, man, let's get through this, get to 2021. So 21 me, please.
Right.
Please and thank you.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this though, real talk. I'm gonna say I've definitely been impressed of your catalog because it's versatile. It says a lot about you too, because on one side we can go, you know, a certain level like you know, 21 Me Please, and then next thing you know, we can go De La Ocho. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, it shows more of you. You know what I mean? Because sometimes, and this is from a person, you know, when people trying to get to know a little bit about you, just to see your selections and what you deciding to work with and create and this, that, and the other. He's like, oh, so we can go fast, we can go mid, and we can go slow, and it's shocking at times because when you look at you as a person and not even speaking to you, but just looking at you from the outside in, you like it's not expected. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my personal opinion from it. But definitely was extremely impressed. I'm like, now what would make him? I wouldn't even thought he would have came up with something like this or even did it to this track. And it's smooth. And it's smooth, you know. But yeah, definitely, I definitely applaud your work on that, if anything else. So I just wanted to let you know that if I ever get to speak to you again, and you ain't working, you know what I'm saying?
Now, man, I appreciate that, man. I take pride in the dances that I create. I think because of the area that I'm from, and then some of the relationships that I've created in the dance world. You know, I mean, obviously Nicole and Ali, you know, Mo Brown Park, you know, footwork and a certain level of creativity. Like I don't know if you're familiar with Shantae Lee. That's
Yes.
that's one of my early influences in dance, right? So, you know, the group Silk alone is you know, synonymous with footwork.
Ridiculous.
Philly footwork is a term. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, even though I can create a easy dance, you know, keep it 100, you know, with my brother Maul, right? It's fairly easy, you know what I'm saying? But there's a little trickery in it. I think just how, you know, just certain things, but like footwork and musicality and listening to it, that's big, man. Like I'm a music lover for real. Like
Did you ever feel like any insecure feeling about some of the work you put out in certain dances? It's not. I know you had a whole bunch of confidence in your DJing, so I wouldn't really ask it directly to that, but more so in the era of dancing and creating dances. You ever felt like, oh man, I hope they like it, or you know what I mean, like that insecure feeling or lack of confidence?
um yeah, to be honest, no. No.
No.
No,
I
I'm
was about to say, oh, I wanted to answer that so bad. I was like, no.
yeah, oh yeah. I've never been on a tip where it's like, you know, I hope they like it or this or that. Like as far as creating is concerned, um, whatever I create, even when I was like rapping or singing or this or that, whatever I create, man, it comes from a place in me that like it just needed to get out, right?
Okay,
And whether it's accepted or not doesn't determine um how I feel about it.
gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
when I created De La Ocho, you know, the relationship that I started having with the Midwest folks in line dance, you know, helped me understand the steppers 8 count,
Okay,
right? So
right.
I'm like, oh, like you know, over in the East we dance 5, 6, 7, 8. Steppers they going 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right?
Mm-hmm.
So how do I incorporate both of those, right? And that's how we started off with De La Ocho. Like it's just, you know what I'm saying? And when I created it, you know, me and Nicole looked at each other like, ain't nobody doing this. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't I hope they like it. It was just like, it's for somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But that ending though, bro. The ending though, bro. Like the last part though, it was like
This
I
a
told you, Sergeant.
family show. Right? This is a family
It's a family show for real.
all I can say is like it's a family show. So if you ever see Friday or if you watch Method Man and Redman's movie, right?
Yeah.
It'll give you an idea of what space people are in when you date. You know what I'm saying? So there it is.
Okay, I got you now.
So, did you take any other type of dance lessons anywhere or in your younger years?
Man, I never took any dance lessons. I should have took some dance lessons, but I never took any dance lessons. I guess it just wasn't in the cards. You know what I mean?
Well, it's just a natural. Some people, just favor ain't fair. It's all good.
Right.
I love it. So, what dance of the week would you like to leave with our viewers?
I think we already know. I'm already looking for the nice and
I
steady.
know, right? But he hadn't put it out. I'm waiting for the instruction. So, yeah.
Oh, they put it out there early.
No, I'm waiting for Chris Blues.
Oh,
Right. It is. I mean, nice and steady could be one. You know what I mean? But another dance that I would say, you know, to go out there and learn. So there's a dance by my bro who, once we get back in the lab, he'll, you know, at Mo Brown Park getting back in the lab, just in case y'all didn't know. Okay, we getting back in the lab. We want to try to come with some heat in 2022. But my brother Ali has a dance called Smoosh.
yes.
Okay. Smoosh. Look
Yes.
that up. So you can make that your dance of the week.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to shout my bro out. Shout out to Ali, who is he's not underrated and he's not underappreciated. He's just missed
And respected
right now. So
like a 3,000 right now. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's like a 3,0und moment right now.
Ali definitely on Andre 3000. We missed that energy. If anybody, let my bro know. We can't wait to see him because we about to link back up. And it's about to go down. You know what I'm saying?
Awesome. That's beautiful.
He's a huge inspiration as well as the sis. You know what I mean? But Ali James, yeah.
Yeah, that's a beautiful. I like y'all. I love that the way y'all came together and how y'all come together and how y'all interact. And I even love it even more that it's outside of the line dance world. Y'all have that strong relationship. Nicole, she speaks highly of you as well, and she helped me understand my interaction with you even better. Just so you know that, because like, man, Cole, what's up with your guy, man? What's up with your guy? You know what I mean? So she definitely helped me understand.
Because he wasn't falling all over you.
Hey, no, he ain't got to do all that. You know what I mean? But, Cole, she's talked to me and everything. So I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I got it now. No, that's stuff. But
it's good. It's good to get clarity. Like if anybody could give insight on how I operate, you know what I mean? Like she's one of those people. That's a resource that people can utilize. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the space that we're in, once you accept the position that you're in, right? So like you said earlier, like, how'd you get to the position that you're in? Even getting to this position, it took some time to accept, right? So, but I still got to be me,
right?
I still got to be me and give you who I am. Again, I don't want to, I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Right. That's too late. You're too late. I just want to let you know that. We understand where it's coming from.
Cue Ralph Tresvant sensitivity. Cue Ralph.
Whatever, man.
So, Marquise, what's the dance for the month?
Oh, dance of the month right now is for the 313. Once again, another dance that I was a little hot about when he went the other way. But yeah, it's definitely advanced dance challenge for the month. Y'all got to the end of the month to finish it, and we're gonna have the next one. And also know that these dances are going to be a part of the lit event too at the same time. So make sure you get them together, get your videos together. And I do appreciate everyone's submission because it's a beautiful thing to see that people willing to take on a challenge. And not only that, and once again, the challenge is not learning to dance. It's just you posting us, showing us you doing it. You know what I mean? Because we love to see it's an inspiration watching y'all. So we thank y'all for that, definitely.
Wow. And I want to start the shout out to he my boy now.
Nicole,
Okay. To
Nicole.
my boy Chris
Oh,
Blues.
Chris, you up boy for right now. She had to think about what she was gonna call you though.
Right.
This show was gonna be Nicole. If Cole would have typed something else, it would have been Nicole first, then you.
Oh, don't hate. You know what? He would take it in love because that's his sister.
Facts. That's fact.
That's what's up.
Facts. I don't think she twisted it, but that's what's up. He ain't say it, but that's
now when I see Zia Black, hey, what's up?
Hey Z, make sure you put your guards up when he do that, because that's gonna be suspect.
Like, what's going on, Chris? What happened?
I don't know this Chris.
You're not DJing. What's up?
Yeah, I don't know this Chris, man. Nah, bro, you hold on to that. Nah.
Yes, so I want to give a shout out to you, Chris. Thank you so much for coming on to this podcast, sharing your wisdom, your heart, just giving us a part of who Chris Blues is. So thank you, or should I say, Chris Torres Evans.
Listen,
Thank you.
that as well. Good look.
Okay. It was so funny because I remember Daria, she was like, Chris Blue. My man, tell her your name Chris Torres. You know what I mean? Like, you want to leave the Torres out. It was like, oh snap. She trying to call him out. You know what I mean? She 8-miled him. But yeah, so definitely shout out to you as well too. Definitely have a lot of respect for what you've done and how you carry yourself and what you do in this game as well too. It's definitely needed, and I appreciate not only you. I'm gonna do one of Zandra's move, Nicole, as well as a few other people that speak in that midst of confusion, just to give clarity to the community at times. You know what I mean? I know you guys are very, y'all kind of really take the time and think about things y'all gonna say first before y'all say it. Y'all take in all the information first. And definitely appreciate that I'm gonna speak for myself, that you're watching out even for individuals like myself as we continue to grow and learn more about the community at the same time. Because sometimes, when you walk into the community, you think it's just you by yourself. Nobody's watching, you know what I mean? Nobody's reaching out to help and this, that, and the other. And not only you and a few other brothers, Kenny J and everyone else, have extended a hand and like, if you give tips, suggestions, guidance in how to navigate through it all. So we do thank y'all for real for what y'all do.
Yes. Chris, you have any other shout outs?
Yeah, man. Shout out to all the line dance instructors out there. Y'all really keep the community going. As far as engaging class, because not every choreographer is an instructor, even though there are a lot. But for the instructors, you know what I mean. Shout out to y'all for real. And all my friends, I ain't gonna run down names, because it'll get too long and this and that. But for the instructors in line dance, salute to y'all for real.
Mm-hmm. And one more thing before you next question. A tip and suggestion that you can give to the community to help, because I know a lot has changed since you got in, and then also and what it is now. I'll just say, is there any tip suggestion that you can provide for us to continue to evolve as a community, to help us evolve smoother as a community? Say that.
I mean, it'd be some cliche answers. I think as adults, we know what we have to do in order to make things work and stuff like that. But if one of the things that I can, encourage the community to do is let's live in the moments that we have, right? The moments that we're creating. I understand everybody has a camera, and I understand everybody wants to record. Um, but some of the moments that you could be involved in, you're not involved in because you got your camera and your phone up. You know what I mean? And when you're in those moments, you're in the room, you feel the music, you feel the people, you feel a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to get back to creating that energy for the moments, like definitely creating that.
Wow. Love that. Um, that was good.
Don't miss the moment.
But and yeah, because many times we don't, or better yet, we don't live in the moment. As Chris was saying, oh, they're too busy taking pictures, videoing, and it's like you've missed it. You missed that
Mhm.
moment. And now personally, that's one of the things that I don't like. People like, hey, we live, and they just record it. I'm like, well, hey, I'm enjoying myself. I may let my hair down a little bit, and I may not want the world to see what I'm doing because I'm in my moment. you
Right.
know. But
Right.
at any rate, I do like that.
Yeah.
Um, Anything you have coming up, Chris, as
Um.
far as announcements?
Yeah, there's nothing confirmed right now, but just keep the calendar clear for Memorial Day weekend. You know what I'm saying? So more information to come on that. But yeah, and right now in the process of getting things ready for the next out of country trip. So
Mm.
we're coming around on that as well. So look for that. There's different events that I'm gonna be a part of that are coming up. So about Detroit, Motown Madness, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Out there dance in Maryland, Washington, DC. That's coming up. Triple S in Chicago coming up. Obviously Union Crew, Star Award coming up in the end of January. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Pajama Jammy Jam that's about to go down.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. I
Yeah.
pray. I pray we clean. I pray we Christian that day. I just pray. I'm just saying. It's gonna be
Yes. And
uh,
so even for our side, I do want to announce that if any of you that don't know, if you're looking for a class, if you happen to go out of town or anything of that nature, and you may be looking for a class, please go out. See, my girl Nicole, go out to urbanlinedanceconnection.com. Shout out to Nicole again, Coley Cole. Um, whatever. Yes, go out there and utilize the resource that has been made or created for us. And I also want to announce you all gotta tune in next week, because next week we will have Shawana Moore. So come on back out and give some love to my girl Shawana.
okay.
And yes, you my girl. You're gonna see next week, Marquise. Okay.
Right.
Why are you hating, man?
I just
Let's
love the
just get
love. I just love the love. There's a lot of love out here. More love out here, I see.
yes, and I'm giving it away. Man, what you talking about?
More
And
love today, more love.
that's it.
That's what's up.
Oh, see, I'm 22 in me, please. Okay.
Let's
Don't get
22, you 22 of you.
you better.
yes. And so if you are an instructor, a producer, DJ, if you're involved in that line dance world and would like to be a guest on Let's Talk Soul Line Dance, please hit us up. Let us know. Text us, inbox us, email us. You can text this number here, and we will be sure to get you on. And again, Queen has said, keep line dancing as long as you can, because one day You may not be able to. And she said, love you all, Queen Sheila. Okay.
Word.
So, is there anything else, Marquise, can you think of?
You did the trivia questions, or we not doing that tonight?
No, man. Chris
Because
was so
Melville was
good.
ready. Melville was ready. I just want to let you know, Melville was ready.
He was ready.
She is typing. She was ready to type the answers in. So watch out for Mel.
Oh, you had a question that you
No, I'm
want to
just
see?
saying. I just know Mel would be ready for them questions. That's
Yeah,
all.
but did you have a question about
I
Chris?
mean, I can always throw something out there. You know what I mean? But
Well,
you
let
know, I
me
keep
hear
mine
what you
simple.
got.
I keep mine simple. You know what
Let
I
me
mean?
hear what you got.
You know, how many kids he have?
Oh
See,
man,
simple,
come on. What?
simple. He answering them.
My bad. My
All
bad.
right, what was the name of his first? What was the name? What was the name of the first dance he created?
Okay, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
And better yet, how old was he when he started
Woo, that's woo. Good one
DJing?
too. Oh, DJ. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Earl. I
All
see Earl
right,
coming through.
okay.
Shout out to Earl.
All right, all right.
Yeah, hey, I actually looked at It's Easy though, and I was like, oh yeah, this is
Okay, so is Earl like your buddy, Chris?
easy.
There's a couple of people coming up with answers over here.
13. What? Oh, 13 years. Oh,
No, 13
Yes, he
years.
was 13 years old.
DJ. Oh,
Yes, he started at
DJ.
13.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
All
keep
right,
up,
cool.
Marcus. Yeah. But at any rate, Chris, it has been a joy. You have been a pleasure to interview. Um, I hope you have enjoyed being on here. And I look forward to coming and being that new energy.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Definitely,
Shout out to
definitely.
Queen Sheila for the platform. And shout out to you two for being gracious hosts this evening.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you so much.
I never seen
And
this side of
thank
you. I
you.
like it.
Thank you to the viewers. You see, hey, Marquise, Chris.
Nice.
Okay, I ain't gonna talk to Marquise. Chris,
Yes.
you see how Earl was like, oops, don't hate.
He talking to me. He talking to me. I know he talking to me. He's so funny.
Oh, okay.
When you ask one of your close friends, and that's his response to that. That's all it is. Earl, my guy. He's my guy. That guy is awesome. Earl, love you, bro.
Earl's come a long way. Earl's come a long
What?
way. I remember when he first started. No.
Yeah, I remember it too. I remember it too. I never forget him in April's class. That guy's amazing. And just seeing the growth in him learning all the dances.
That's that's key. That's
Yeah,
key.
all the dances.
Wow. So, with that being said, again, I want to say thank you, Chris. If we could not have had this show without you.
Facts.
Oh, I appreciate it.
And
Thank you.
I want you all to know that love, as Queen always in the show, love is no good unless you're giving it away. And
Awesome.
here is some of mine. Mwah.
Hey, hey.
Marquise.
That was the love. I just sent that to you. You ain't get it. You ain't want it. That's what it is. See, look at Chris. You see what
See?
Chris love look like? You see
Really?
what Chris love look like? Why my love
Really,
can't
Chris?
do it?
That's normally what
See?
Marquise does. Like,
See,
yeah.
she wants you to blow a kiss, but I'm like, you can't do that with another dude on here. Like, nah, you know what I
See,
mean?
look at
That's
there.
somebody else.
Okay, Marquise, what yours?
I receive it. Amen to that. Yeah, I receive it.
Whatever.
Man. I appreciate
Whatever. All
it.
right. It's been a pleasure. We love you all. Thank you, viewers, for tuning in and staying with us throughout this hour. I hope you have been having a wonderful new year. And I will say for those that didn't see us last week, Happy New Year to each of you. And until next time, hey, we'll meet up here when Marquise.
7 o'clock on Sunday. On
7 o'clock
yeah.
next Sunday. with my girl, Shawana Moore.
Yes, indeed.
Yes,
Hey, hey.
yes. So, Chris, it's a pleasure. I'll be looking out for what you will be putting out,
Yes, indeed.
the instructional, because I'm ready to learn it now.
That's
All
what
right.
Yes.
that'd be wonderful.
It got 4
Okay,
parts, Zandra.
huh?
Zandra got 4 parts.
What? Well,
Yes.
you know what? He's such a good instructor. He breaks it.
Yeah.
He breaks it down so well. So I'll be like, "Hey, I'm gonna learn this because
All right.
when Chris go on the floor, I'm going right there, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, I'll be right
Okay.
Hold it, right? Hold it to it. You say he holding
Yes.
you to it now. I'm looking for the video.
Got it."
Perfect.
But thank you all so much.
Yes.
This is an hour well spent. We love you, and until next time, see you.
Deuces.